Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today, our topic, we're going to be talking about 5 startup mistakes to avoid. We're going to be back with this in a moment. We're going to take a break for our sponsor, and we'll be back to talk about the 5 mistakes to avoid in business. Be back in a moment. You listen to the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host.
You're listening to the Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Apple Capital Group in Jacksonville, Florida, is a commercial lender that specializes in asset-based loans, equipment leasing and financing, invoice financing, commercial real estate loans, and asset-based financing in the U.S. and Canada. Apple Capital Group is a direct lender that lends on their private equity investment portfolio. 90% of most loans are decided within 2 hours, and vendor funding within 24 hours after documents are completed, with a one-page application. No slow no's, just a quick decision and a fast yes. To get more information about lending from Apple Capital Group, call 866-611-7457. That's 866-611-7457 to speak with one of our loan specialists. Or visit us right now at applecapitalgroup.com. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
Our topic today is 5 startup mistakes to avoid in small businesses. As you know, this is the fall time. Summer's winding down, and there's a lot of fall festivals that pop up throughout the county, through the city, all different fairs, and they're really not really expensive. Families looking to spend money as they will do for the summer, and they spend it more in an indirect way, meaning that if you have something that they have of interest, utilize it. They will spend it. If it's candy apples or this or that, make sure that if it's like a festival, that make sure you get a permit, a temporary permit. Some permits are good for 30 days. And make sure you use a reliable supplier or commercial kitchen to prepare things. They're not going to want you to prepare things in your home necessarily. You can rent out of the kitchen. You can buy the stuff that's already pre-made from like Cisco or something. Or go to your church and rent out the kitchen for a few hours. It might cost you $50, or any commercial kitchen, maybe in the middle of the night when they close or the day they close, to do your candy apples. And, you know, if it's sales tax receipt, make sure you get your sales tax and your DBA and so forth. But one of the 5 mistakes people make, they're not having a really good plan. You must have a plan of action on how you're going to execute your business. Make sure you have a plan. Going one without a plan is disastrous. Number 2, you need to have enough funding to get you through your business cycle. If you know that all you're going to do is festivals for the year, plan accordingly that you have enough money to pay for your festivals, have enough money to buy your products, your staffing, have someone to be there with you through that course of the event. If you have a booth, they expect for you to be there from open to close. Make sure you be there for that. And you have enough promotional products. You have something to drive people to your location, your booth or your cart, whatever you're going to have at that time. Radio help, music help, action help, TV help, giving out free products, having someone stand in front of that trying to help solicit will help you as well. But if you go into an office space or if you go into a mall cart, and this is a good time to go to a mall cart because it's cheaper. You know, if you're going to sell it for the weekend, for the mall, sometimes they have programs. You can just do Friday and Saturday. Sometimes it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But you have to be there all day with the mall. They're not going to take you going to be closed half a minute or whatever. You got to do the whole thing. Now, there are some options. Malls will allow you just to be a cart in the mall from 10 to 10, but you got to be there 10 to 10. They expect someone at the booth from 10 to 10. So make sure you have enough money if you go into those type of things, that you have enough money to support yourself. If you go into an office, make sure you have money for rent, marketing, and advertising. Make sure you have money for labor if you need to take a break. Make sure you can pay your own self. So number 3, You got to know where your customer's going to be. So if your customer's going to be at random, make sure you advertise. You know how you're going to advertise, who you're going to market to, who is your customer, who you're trying to Not attack. Well, yeah, you say attack, but who you're going to attract. So kind of keep that in mind as well. How are you going to get your business clients? How are you going to pay them? How are they going to pay you? How are you going to establish your business? So those are all the things you need to really consider, especially in the grand opening. Number 4, make sure you have a social media strategy, a mailing list you can pull from, or capture people information that you can send them a newsletter once a month. Utilize LinkedIn, utilize Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Vine, YouTube, so forth. Get yourself in small business directories. Get yourself branded and listed. Also, you need to have a team behind you. If you can't get a banker or a mentor, also check out the Small Business Administration, SCORE, the Small Business Development Centers. They'll help you out. They'll provide free lawyers, free accountants, pretty much anything you really need. And some of them are retired business professionals that can help advise you. They never run your business for you, but they can help advise you. And that's more weight and go. So that's my advice today. To recap real quick, number 1, not having a good plan is disastrous. Make sure you have a plan of action, how you're going to pursue. Number 2, not have enough funding. Make sure you have enough money to support your business for at least 6 months. Number 3, know where your customers are coming from, how you're going to advertise to them, how you're going to market to them. Number 4, you have a strategy plan. You list it on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, the local business listing directories. And number 5, make sure you have a strong team behind you. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host for the Core Business Show. Everybody, thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For more information about equipment financing and asset-based loans, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. Or call us at 866-611-7457. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. And thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.